as a general rule, I tend not to disagree with academics, but Ian's last point about not believing everything your mother says, you can disregard. All right. So our next speaker is Nancy Weiner. Nancy Weiner is our Associate Registrar for Admissions, and Nancy's been working in university admissions for 16 years, 9 of those, the past 9 at the University of Waterloo. And I tell you that so that you know Nancy can answer just about any question that you throw her way, and we will have time for question and answer at the end. The other thing that I think is really important for you to know is that Nancy works with a team of admission specialists, and she makes sure that those admission specialists have the resources and the time and the information that they need to look at all of the applications that come through our office. We take each application very seriously. We want to know everything about that applicant. We want to understand the systems and their background and the courses that they took. So she makes sure that they have that so that they can make the right admission decisions so people can be successful here at Waterloo. Nancy's going to walk you a little bit through the admissions process.
So a little bit about the application process and how you're going to get to eventually applying to the University of Waterloo. So a little bit about some of the terminology can be overwhelming that the universities use. So I'm going to just give you an idea of what you're going to start to hear from us. In Ontario, we're very proud of the fact that we've tried to make the application process somewhat simple. We have a central application process through the Ontario University Application Centre, which is located in Guelph. So if you want to apply to Ontario University, you go to one central website and make all of your choices there. So you can actually keep track all the way through the application, admissions process, and finally, when you make your decision to choose a university, it's all done through this central application process. When you apply to a university, a high school guidance council will work with the students. You're given a PIN access number that lets you apply through this online application. And you can apply to a university for $120 to 3 choices. Now that $120 has been creeping up every year, so you will have to see that at the time that you apply. When you're applying, if you decide that you want to choose more than 3 universities, you can apply to 4, 5, 6, 7, as many as you wish, for an additional $40. One thing to keep in mind, you can apply to 1 university up to 3 choices. So at the University of Waterloo, if you're interested in 5 different programs with us, like engineering, science, math, arts, you have to reduce that at least down to 3 program choices. And you can apply to 3 different program choices within a particular discipline area. So you can apply to an honors arts program, to an honors arts and business program, and then to perhaps a science and business program. With the Ontario University Application Centre, there are dates, and some of those dates for some of our programs are very strict. So we're going to inundate you constantly with email communications and reminders about application, documentation, and decision-making dates. So it's really important that you continuously check that, because your email communication is going to be the primary source of how universities will communicate. Okay, so all the way through grade 9 and currently in grade 10, the way that you've seen your academic structure is that you've seen courses called academics and you've seen courses called applied. The path that you need to take to make sure that you're doing university prepared courses is the academic career path or course path. From the academic courses, you'll either be selecting courses that are called university level courses or courses that are university/college. And what you're going to hear is you're going to hear universities call those M courses, otherwise defined as mixed courses. As a university applicant, there are admission requirements for many of our programs. And when we calculate a university average in making admissions decisions, we will want to see that you have a certain number of U and M level courses. Many of the required courses at university are needing to be at the U level. So as you can see here, I've provided a very simple example, Geography of Canada, academic level. And then if you want a university path, you need to take the grade 11 university/college courses. And then from there, you can do a Canadian grade 12 university course, the World Geography grade 12 U course. And as you can see in the arrows, we will also accept the university/college geomatics, the environment and resource, and the World Geography course at the bottom, grade 12 college, will not be included for admission or any other academic preparedness. We do not even receive those courses from your high schools. So they must be U and M level courses. With admissions, many of the universities, you'll find that the admissions averages vary by the program. And we take Ontario grade 12, U or UC courses, a total of 6. And at the universities, you need to do your research as to how that admissions average is calculated. Some universities will include the required courses, and that's what we do at Waterloo. However, some universities will use the top 6 courses. So many of the students that we see nowadays will come out with 7, 8, or 9 U or M level courses. And we actually will take the required courses plus any additional highest courses as long as it's going to total to 6. But some universities will drop, if a student's taken 8 courses, will drop the 2 lowest courses to calculate that average. At Waterloo, one of the things that we're very proud about too within our Faculty of Engineering and our Faculty of Mathematics programs, they require additional supplemental information, and every university is going to call this something different. At the University of Waterloo, we call this an additional information form. It gives an applicant an opportunity to tell us a little bit more about themselves, gives them a chance to tell us about extracurricular activities, work experience, awards, contests that they've written, and anything that will help support their application. And in engineering and math programs, our faculty professors assess and review every single admissions information form that comes in. They assess it and give it an evaluation, and that evaluation actually is added on to their admissions average. So it gives students an opportunity where they might be a little bit below our admissions average, but they've got other outstanding qualities that make them a successful student. And we do take that into consideration. So it's very important that you get experience, you find out what you love, and then you tell us about that on your supplemental information form. We also have programs that require an interview or a portfolio. And then our accounting and financial management program has an admissions assignment. So there's many different avenues of gaining admissions and supplemental pieces that come along. So I will remind you, constantly check your emails, and also when you're looking and doing your research, not only check out the academic or grade information that's required, but what supplemental information is also required. And what I've provided here with you, you've done your first big step, which is come to a university. That's the best way that you can get a sense of what you like, both in a campus community, student life, professors, classroom. And then there's other avenues that you can do some of your research that are outlined here. Each university will have a prospective or future student website, which will tell you a little bit more about their university. At Waterloo's, it's Find Out More. And then the Ontario University Application Centre actually coordinates all of the Ontario University's admissions and information and programs onto one central site. And they've offered that in e-info, so you can certainly check that website for electronic info. And it's a nice, easy way to compare different programs amongst each of the university institutions, both what they teach as well as what their requirements are. The Ministry of Education also has many websites that provide us with information, and you've recently seen the commercials on the websites about ontario.ca My Future, a good place to go and find information. And then we've got student success strategies and ways to succeed. So they provide you with advice and educational pathways of where you want to consider going. Maclean's University Rankings is also a very good source. And lastly, one of the best sources as well is a Global and Mail survey. What's nice about that is it's completed by the university students. The Maclean's Ranking magazine is provided with data information that the universities provide, whereas the Globe and Mail is provided with information strictly from the students. So you really get a sense from the different universities of what the students like about those particular programs. And thank you. That's it for my talk. So hopefully it's not too overwhelming, but it'll get you started.